was that, and how were your reactions when you went out cheating?
Yeah, I worked for 3 different coaching staffs at Eastern, and all 3 of them got me on a couple of bus trips. Those are interesting because the buses have wheelchair lifts in them, and when a normal routine is interrupted because a wheelchair lift won't go down or up or stow, there starts to be some pretty tense and angry moments, which I love because, you know, we're either going to make it there or we're not going to make it there, so to heck with it, right? But we always made it, and then the opposite crowd, as terrible and mean as they would be towards our players over the smallest things, never cared once about my chair, which was really, really cool. I did have the hurdle of dealing with some court staff at times. No wheels on the court. I was like, lady, I was driving all over this court yesterday for 4 hours, and nobody got me in trouble then. But yeah, other than the court staff that was a little stickler, sometimes there was no problem at all. Yeah. Vera, I saw your hand
yes.
up.
The phone, inner self. You talk about worrying about pissing people off. I have a son that has autism, and when I read this, because he always worries about, making me mad, and I could never understand why. And when I read this, kind of turned the light bulb on for me, and so I thank you for that. And also, your parents, they are a big security in your life, am I right?
Yes. The support system that's required to live a healthy life with a physical disability at my level is 100% other based. And so my fears about making people angry are founded with the fact that I need other people to help me accomplish basic life functions. Now, I'm not talking about keeping Joe Schmo down the street happy, but that's more of a personal thing because I don't know when Joe Schmo down the street might be able to help me out later on. And I just don't like offending people. That's my biggest fear in life is to offend someone, which is why right at the front of the book I tried to warn readership away that might be offended by something in my book. And then you guys went ahead and had it assigned to you, so I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I could have dropped the class if they
True. Yes?
I have a class-related question. Do you believe there's a disability culture?
All right. I've not thought about it that much, but yes, I know there's a disability culture, and they are often kept apart through inability to reach one another. Technology, the internet especially, has allowed the disability culture to gain a little bit of momentum, and that's awesome for people that search it out. I think it's probably kind of apparent through my stories and my book that I'm not a big partaker in the disability culture, but I'm glad that it's there and gaining momentum for the individuals that need it and utilize it. Yeah. Yes?
How old were you when you were no longer able to walk?
Really good question. I was diagnosed specifically with spinal muscular atrophy at age 16 months. The symptoms started before then, so young in fact I never took a free step. I was able to hold myself up on a chair, couch, if somebody else was holding onto my arms, maybe I was able to rotate a little that way, but I don't remember any of that. Really, I've got one of the worst memories of people that I know because it is pretty foggy before age 7. But that's also when my surgery was for my spinal fusion. I don't know that there's a direct correlation there, but sure could be.
Okay.